Okay, this is Dear Readers from the Honeybee. Dear reader, I wrote this story for an important reason. The honeybee is one of the world's most marvelous creatures, and sadly, it's in danger. In writing this book, I was hoping you might grow a new appreciation for the honeybees and that you'll join me in caring about its future. After this, I'm going to tell you guys stories about me and the honeybees because I got great stories to tell about the honeybees, the wasps, the bumblebees. I am fascinated by their kindness and the way that they invite me into their family. Okay. Honeybees are beautiful creatures. They're just like us. They live in families called colonies and in homes called hives. They work hard. Each bears on its tiny back a big responsibility toward the larger unit. Honeybees hum, they buzz, they zoom, they sip, they dance, and they even nestle. And while we shouldn't get too close to honeybees, they can sting. I wanted you to have an up close look at what a wonderful things they at all the wonderful things they do. What would the world be without honeybees? Without honeybees, we'd be in trouble. Honeybees fly from plant to plant, hunting for and sipping nectar. While they travel, they spread pollen. The pollen they spread causes seeds to form, and the new seeds lead to new plants. We rely heavily on these plants for our food, clothing, and shelter. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So she did a great example in the book. And if you've ever seen it up close, because sometimes the honeybees, they come and see me and I feed them and they already have nectar. So they already have pollen on there. I'm sorry, not in nectar. They already have pollen on them when they come see me. So I usually give them the syrup, like the simple syrups I buy. Like I'll give them coconut or vanilla or raspberry, whatever I buy. So I just leave it out for them. They like Mountain Dew too. Like they love yellow jackets. They like Mountain Dew. I'm talking about for real. Yellow jackets are different from honeybees, but they like Mountain Dew. They love all the pollinators love the Mountain Dew. So I usually like if I have Mountain Dew, I'll take like a little cup and I just put it in the middle of the yard and they can just come if they want to. They spend so much time in my house. Like if I'm at a place, the honeybees are usually on my balcony. If I'm at the bus stop, they'll come and get in my backpack and try to find something to eat. And that's anywhere in this area. So everywhere I've been, where I've been sad or something like that, a honeybee usually comes see me. And I am not joking. People will actually videotape me. They stalk me all the time. So they have stalked me and found out that honeybees will find me. Wasps will come and check me at the door. Like they will come to my door and check the handle of my door to see if I'm there. If I leave the door open, they usually come in. So that's when I just leave them some vanilla, coconut, or raspberry. They won't harm you at all. Like they don't want to sting you or anything. So let me show you this. So if you look, sometimes they come by my house and they already have pollen on their little feet. And I think I've taken pictures of it. It's usually, I try to take pictures on my Instagram. They'll have pollen on their little feet and I just give them a sip to drink. They'll take the pollen back to wherever it is and probably come and stay at my house for, I'm talking about one bee I remember stayed for like 20, 30 minutes because it was outside my door and I guess it might have been thirsty and it looked like it was like sick or something. So I let it in to get the pollen that was, I mean, not to get the pollen, to get something sweet off my floor or something like that. I dropped something on the floor. I think it was a syrup, a simple syrup, and it fell on the floor. So the bee stayed there, ate it, and then left when it got enough energy. So it was there for about 30 minutes. And I just keep the door open. Or I'll be like, I'm about to go, so you have to go. You can't stay here. You got to get out. I taught them how not to go out the window and how to go back out the door. So when I taught the bee to do that, the bee came and was like, I'm gonna go out the door. I'm gonna go out the door. I'm gonna go out the door, and then left out the door. How can you be helpful to the honeybee? Here are 5 simple ways to you can help the honeybee survive. Plant flowers and herbs wherever you can. And try to plant lots of the same types, bees like that. Some of the honeybees' favorite plants are lavender, lilacs, mint, poppies, pumpkins, rosemary, sage, squash, sunflower, and tomatoes. That's why I think I'm a bee. I like the same stuff. I like the same stuff. Avoid using chemicals and pesticides on your plants. They're dangerous to the honeybee and are linked to its decline. Welcome weeds and wild plants. It's easy to want to get rid of weeds. Some people think leaving weeds unpicked means you haven't tidied up enough. But honeybees love them. Weeds can be havens for honeybees, and wildflowers are one of their most important sources of food. Buy honey from a local beekeeper. Honey is available at most farmers markets and stores that carry products from your area's beekeepers. And honey is packed with nutrients. Bake with it, steep tea with it, eat a spoonful of it, but don't have too much at one time. It's delicious, but quite sugary. Sugary. When you support beekeepers, you keep bees in business. Don't be afraid of bees. This is important. Don't be afraid of bees. Honeybees want nectar and pollen, not to sting or harm you. When bees fly near, stay still and stay calm too. Bees can actually smell fear. If you stay still and calm, chances are these bees will quickly decide to just fly away. Also, avoid going near beehives. Bees are territorial, but as long as you stay out of their way, they'll stay out of yours. Well, here, because of something that they use, like the bees really are our friends. And the bees will come and talk to me. They share my food. So sometimes if I'm eating an apple or orange and they want some, they come and zzz and tell me in my ear. And then they'll come to the food and they'll zzz and tell me in my ear and come to the food. And then I'll just put the food out and or if I'm eating, if they feel like I'm safe, they'll just eat it with me. They actually just get on the food and eat it with me. So I just actually usually just take a piece off and try to put it down so they'll eat that part. Tell Congress you love bees. The people who make laws about what we can do and can't do need to work harder to protect the honeybee. When our laws don't protect our environment, honeybees are in danger. Write a letter to your local politicians. Tell them you love bees and they want and how and why they're important. Draw pictures and use your voice. If enough of us work together, maybe we can save the future of the honeybee. Thanks for caring and be proud of yourself. You know so much about the honeybee and information is power. Let's go be powerful advocates for the honeybee together. Love, Kirsten. So, what I have learned and have been able to study is that when I let them in my house and I see the dances when I share my food, they actually do a dance. So, that was very important. That's how they get back and forth to the hives. So they will show me the dance. Like when they're in my house and I teach them something, then I have to tell them no too. No, don't do that. So it's okay for you to tell them that they can understand, especially here in St. Louis, Missouri, and East St. Louis, Illinois. They understand your words. So you can just tell them, no, don't do that. You have to go. You can tell them that too. They understand. So I'm going to go back to the part where she says, here we go. This is what it is. So they teach each other how to get back to stuff. So where are the flowers you found today? Dance for us, Fortress. Show us the way. A dance begins waggle, wiggle. The dance is lovely, tremble, jiggle. The dance goes straight now in a line. A figure eight is the final sign. Oh, now we know where to go. Thanks for the secret and thanks for the show. New foragers leave on a searching mission while house bees march forward with hungry ambition. And so that is all of the pollinators. They do a dance. So, um, like I have a big window here, so that's why I'm telling you this. So the window is here, and the same thing is here the door. So I told the bee no. The bee got stuck in the window. Like, no, don't get stuck in the window. You have to move out of the window because it's not going to open. I'm not going to open it. You have to go out the door. So I was like, I had to teach the bee to get out of the window and go out the door. So the bee came to the window and was like, No, no, no. I'm going out the door. The bee came back to the window. No, no, no. I'm going out the door. Then the bee came back to the window again. No, no, no. I'm leaving, and went by. It was like auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. Um, the other thing they taught me, I'm gonna have your food. When I'm eating, they come straight to my ear. They don't come to my food. They go to my ear. Can I have some of your food? Yes, you can have some of my food. They come here to my mouth because they want some. I want some food. I want some food. And then I give them the food. That's it. So they teach you the dances too. You just have to sit and be careful. There's no reason to be scared of them because if they sting you, they'll die. So it's like, think about it. If you hit somebody and you're going to die, will you hit them? You'll be less likely to hit them. So they are very nice. They are very friendly. If you come to St. Louis, Missouri, or East St. Louis, Illinois, they can communicate differently than other bees any other places. And they might do that in Texas too, because we've been in Texas, Dallas, Texas, but Dallas and Houston, Texas, but that's it. So they really do communicate differently. They do treat me like I'm a bee. So I share with them all the time. I share anything sweet that I have. And I think I'm gonna turn this big window into a garden. So serious. I'm gonna turn it into a honeybee garden. And that is because Kirsten and Isabelle taught me all the stuff I need to make it friendly for them. So yeah, I might turn this into a garden. I'm making a screen for it, and my idea is to make a pretty garden, and the bees will come visit me. I like that. Anyway, have a great day.